So sitting here today, did you think a year ago that we would actually make it?
Honestly, there's been some bumps in the road, definitely some curveballs thrown our way, lots of therapy between the two of us. So, I mean, I'm not shocked that we're here, but I'm still a little surprised, but I'm definitely excited.
I got that dish. got that. I got that dish. 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 I got that dish. I got that dish.
Hey y'all, it's Onika
And JR.
and you are now dishing with DaintyDysh. Welcome everybody. Welcome JR. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm a little zen. I just got back from vacation. I feel great.
You look zen.
Do I?
Yeah, you look zen.
Okay.
I like that green on you.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a good color.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so we are so excited. Thank you so much, listeners, for tuning in. We appreciate all of your support now and continued. And we're going to do a little something different today, I think.
So yeah, we're gonna let everybody know a little bit about us. We're gonna play a game. 21 questions.
Shout out to 50 Cent for that song. Because
Random.
that's where I got the idea from, was 50 Cent's 21 Questions.
Okay.
And Megan Good looked bomb in that video, by the way.
Well, before we get to that, let's tell everybody what the DaintyDysh Podcast is going to be about.
Sure. Well, we're going to be covering all manners of topics, guys. It's going to be based on a lot of our personal experiences. There's going to be discussion on mental health, wellness, love, relationships, sex, gender politics, and pop culture. So we're dishing on everything.
I guess we are.
Yeah, no stone will be left unturned by the time we are finished.
Do you want to give a little intro on yourself then as well before we get into the game?
Sure, absolutely. So my name is Onika L. That's none of your business what that stands for. Dainty. I'm 34 years old. I'm a writer living in Toronto. I work in the retail industry currently, but I'm very fluid. I like to bounce around. But I am newly today, as of today, a podcaster, and I'm very, very excited for this show. So that's just a quick little background on me. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's an important part. I'm also a 34-year-old woman living with bipolar. So that's something we're going to dish on the show for sure.
Yeah, and I'm, my name's Julian. That's my government name. But we're going to go by JR here because all my family calls me JR Jr. And I guess
We don't know why.
We don't know why they just do it. So we're going to go with that here because it's a family affair. We're cousins.
Oh, yes.
Yes. But I am 32. I am an IT professional. I guess a few months ago, I filed for divorce. I quit my job and I bought a plane ticket to Central America. So we're gonna dive into a little bit on how those decisions came about and my mental status because I was also recently diagnosed with situational depression. So we're gonna talk about that and a bunch of other things as well.
Yep. So that is, in a nutshell, what DaintyDysh is going to be dishing about.
Okay, so I guess we're going to start with the 21 questions. Now, I know we both selected our own questions, and mine were just amazing, so we decided to go with mine.
Yeah, yours were pretty good.
I actually just did some research, that's all.
Oh,
That's all it was.
I actually made mine up, but it's okay. Yours are good.
I used Google and some websites.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start things off with, if you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with all the extra time?
I would write.
Yeah?
That's what I would do. Poetry, whatever I wanted. I would just write. I'd record like the world.
Would you like write stories about other people?
Stories about other people, and I just would record the world. And I would write. That's what I spend my time doing because that's what I love doing the most.
Okay, neat. I guess, if it were up to me, I would probably just create things. Mm-hmm. I would learn and then create. Second question. What's your favorite piece of clothing that you own currently or you have ever owned?
I actually still own it, but it's my kindergarten backpack that had it was blue a navy blue and red checkered, and it had these two little female space astronauts on it. So like for like 5 minutes, I thought I wanted to be an astronaut, and I still have the backpack somewhere in my apartment because I love it so much. So that's my favorite piece of clothing from ever that I've ever owned because I've kept it the longest.
Mine is currently a hoodie. The hoodie that I'm wearing right now.
The one you look really good in.
Just because I was wearing a suit and tie and stuff for quite a while. So now I get to wear a hoodie. So this is like my new favorite thing. What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
The violin.
Really?
Yes. My grandma Elaine, God rest her soul, she always said that playing the violin was a mark of intelligence, and she'd always wished that I'd played the violin. Therefore, it was always something that I was sad that I never got to do before she passed. So if I had all the time, no money, no obstacles other than my own talent, I would learn to play the violin.
Okay. I'm going to go with something that I just did and something I finally ticked off the bucket list. I learned to surf. So I would do that, and I did it. So that's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. What would your perfect room look like?
My perfect room would be like 15th century Parisian. Like it just would look regal and all about Paris, all about style and textures and patterns. I'd have like that patterned, like raised wallpaper and like just really regal chairs and like lounges. Yeah, it would be very posh.
Okay. For me, well, at my parents' house, I had painted my room this like warm brown color. Like it was just like really warm and fall earthy. So I would take that color and then just, I don't know, just have minimal clutter, just a bed and just simple, just like a hotel room, but with the right colors. That'd be my perfect room. What job would you be terrible at?
Sales. Well, certain kinds of sales, I guess. I would say sales. I'm a strong proponent of being able to sell yourself, and that I can do very, very well. But everything else, you really have to believe in it. And if I don't believe in something, I definitely can't sell it. So that makes me a horrible, I think it would make me an unsuccessful salesperson. So I'm going to say sales.
I don't know what job I would be terrible at. I didn't actually think I was going to answer my own questions. So
well, surprise.
I would be terrible at, I'm beginning to think anything where I have a boss.
I concur.
I'm just beginning to think that, but who knows? What's the most annoying habit that other people have?
What's the most annoying habit that other people have? They're rude. I don't like rude people. Like, I was on the TTC the other day and a woman pushed me.
Were you moving too slow?
No, I was in her way.
Why were you in her way?
I was actually standing off to the side of I know the procedure. Like, people are getting off the bus, you stand off to the side.
Yeah.
Now, I was standing off to the side.
Were you?
I was off to the side. And she got off the bus. Someone else had been standing where, like, she wasn't comfortable with. She pushed past them, and then she made a comment, and then she pushed me. So I pushed her back.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I did that. It just was a jerk reaction because I'm like, why are you pushing me? So I don't like rude people because it brings out the rudeness in me. So
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rude people.
For me, I don't know what the actual term for this would be, but I'm just gonna explain it. When someone asks you for help, and then they expect you to do the job instead of actually helping.
Oh, that's
them.
laziness.
Was that laziness?
Yeah, that's laziness.
Okay, I don't like lazy people.
Forms of laziness.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
One form.
Perfect. What skill would you like to master?
What skill would I like to master?
Yeah.
Languages. I speak poquito español, petit peu français, I know a little bit of sign language, and I would love to master the romantic languages, all of them, some of the Slavic ones as well, and also a couple of the Asian languages. I wouldn't mind learning. I think if I went back to school, that would be what I would take in school. So languages.
I'm just gonna say yeah. I'm just gonna copy your answer on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. When do you feel truly alive?
First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning when I open up my eyes and I look around and I'm not locked in a hospital somewhere. I'm not strapped down. I'm not suffering in any way, shape, or form. I'm just awake and I'm alive.
Okay.
So in the morning.
I would agree with your feeling alive in the morning, not the whole strap down thing, because I've never experienced that. But now that I've gone surfing, there's a moment when you catch the wave where it's like you just pop up and you just catch it and it just feels amazing. Anyway, that's when I feel truly alive. Are you usually early or late? Because I see you're rolling your eyes right now, so I'm just gonna keep moving. So are you usually early or late?
Early.
Okay, yeah, same, early.
Hate lateness. It's disrespectful.
When people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with?
Relationships. I don't know why people are always asking me for a relationship. They never ask me for financial advice because I'm terrible at it. That's not my thing. But relationship advice I often get asked for, though I'm single myself. But I think I give good relationship advice, so I get that a lot.
I don't know.
Do people not ask you for advice?
Yeah, but it's like a wide variety of things. Like I just kind of know a little bit about a lot of things, and people pick my brain. I don't know.
Jack of all trades. I get it.
I don't know. And nothing really stands out in particular. What do you wish you knew more about?
Oh, gosh, everything. Technology. I wish I knew more about technology. You're the techie one of the two of us, of course. But I wish I knew more about technology. Like, I don't know how Twitter works. I'm going to just confess. I don't get it. Social media is kind of lost on me sometimes, but I wish I knew even like simple things like Excel. I've lived my life going through jobs, avoiding Excel because I don't understand how to use it up till now. And that's like high school stuff. So yeah, computers and IT stuff.
Okay. For me, it would be history. I love history. I just keep wanting to know more.
Boop, boop.
I just want to keep knowing more. What takes up too much of your time?
Work. Work takes up a lot of my time. Not too much of it, but it takes up more than I'd like. But you got to work to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's as my mother would say. The Bible says, "Those who do not work do not eat." Shout out to Mama Dainty. So yeah, work takes up a lot of my time, more than I'd like. So.
Well, if you had asked me about 2 or 3 months ago, I would have said commuting to work and work. But today, what takes up too much of my time, I would say just going for long walks.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I'm loving the city. I'm getting to see it, and yeah. And wherever I go, I'm traveling. I just walk a lot.
Oh goodness.
So that's taking up a lot of my time, and I enjoy it. Who's your go-to band or artist when you can't decide on something to listen to?
Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. I love Whitney. God rest her soul. I listened to Whitney's first album, and I listened to I Believe the Children Are Our Future, and I belt it out, and I dance around, and it just is my go-to. Whitney Houston is my go-to.
As a DJ, I can't even.
That's
answer.
hard to answer for you.
It just depends on the day or the time. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay, well you do one of the bonus ones for you.
Yeah. Who has impressed you the most with what they've accomplished?
Like, of people that I know, or just like anyone in the world?
Let's go with people you know.
I'm going to say my best friend, Franny. She's just amazing. She's a teacher, and she's got 3 gorgeous boys and a gorgeous husband, and she lives in a gorgeous house out in the suburbs. And she just like from where we came from going to school together because we were roommates in college to where we are now, like the stories that I could tell. But Fran, honey, don't worry, I won't. It's in the vault. But it's incredible what she's been able to do and what she continues to do with her family and her life. So I would say the person that impresses me the most is my best friend Fran.
Nice. I'm gonna go with my mom, just because of the trip that we took a few years ago, or probably like over a decade ago now, back to South America, where I saw where she grew up, and I got to see where she is today. And hey,
Yeah.
hands down, that's accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. That's wow.
Sorry, Mom. I should have said my mom.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna go with my mom too, just because came from the same place and made something huge out of herself. You know, she put her kids through university, and
Yep.
you know, they bought a house, car, they got everything they need, so they're doing well from Albert Street. So,
What is something that is considered a luxury, but you don't think you could live without?
Uber.
Seriously?
Yes, Uber. It's a luxury because the thing is, I'm a terrible driver.
Yeah.
You know, I hit cars, JR. You know, I hit into park things on a regular basis. At least when I used to drive like 10 years ago, I haven't driven in like maybe like 8-9 years. But yeah, when Uber came along, I didn't have to think about driving anymore. So I'm gonna say Uber is a luxury that I can't afford. But when I can afford it, I do indulge.
I'm just gonna go with a simple hot water here.
Oh, hot water.
Yeah, hot water.
How is that? We're living in Canada. We're living in a first world country. How is that?
Well, I've traveled to. There's a lot of the countries in the world don't have hot water.
I know that's a luxury they can't afford. We're talking about luxuries that we can't afford.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
Like, you can't say hot water. Everybody's got hot. Even homeless people can find hot water in Toronto. Like,
Okay, fine. Hold on. Can I say shoes? Fine. I'll go. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a horrible question for you. Like
well, 'cause,
you live
okay.
too much. You have too much luxury. That's the problem.
No, it's like because someone would say their phone. I would love to go without a phone. You know me. I would throw it away. I'd just say forget it. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one too.
Pass.
Yeah. There are two types of people in this world. What are the two types?
Those who can, and those who teach.
Okay, I'm gonna go with leaders and followers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's something you do the old-fashioned way?
Date. I date the old-fashioned way. I don't really, which I may end up changing my mind about this, but I don't really, I don't do any online dating. I find meeting someone organically, and it makes me kind of throw up in my mouth a little bit, that dating is now called organic when you meet someone just like at a grocery store or a library or something. But I prefer to do things the old-fashioned way, courting, a nice courting when I'm dating. So.
Okay. For me, it is cooking. I don't use microwaves.
I noticed that.
Yeah. That's why we missed the little thing in the microwave.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation?
A 40-minute presentation on without how to live with and beat depression.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's
That
really
I could
good.
give a 40-minute presentation on for sure. How to live with and furthermore, beat depression.
I have to say, I believe that because you've been a great help to me.
Thank you.
For me, something related to IT. I could just ramble on.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I can ramble about music or something too. What are you looking forward to most in the next 10 years?
Traveling the world. Seeing the Seven Wonders and all the places I studied about when I was studying history. Like, I'm I'm so excited to travel. I think that's going to be my biggest, like, hitting those bucket list
I just started.
items. Yeah, you just started. You're a little ahead of the game for me. Not really, because one of the places I've been to. But,
Okay.
yeah, but traveling is definitely something I'm looking forward to. doing.
Nice. For me, it's seeing where this goes, like seeing what this podcast brings. Where does it go? Is it a launching pad for something else, or are we going to be doing this still in 10 years, just kicking it, having a good time? I'm interested to see where this goes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Some projections.
Okay, so I think we've got about 2 questions left. Ooh, I love this one. What question can you ask to find out the most about her? Blah, 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 blah. What question can you ask to find out the most about a person?
How do you like your eggs?
Okay.
Does anyone remember that scene from Runaway Bride when Julia Roberts couldn't decide what kind of eggs she liked? So Richard Gere made her, like, she made a bunch of eggs and she decided she liked eggs Benedict. She didn't like any other kind of eggs. And I find with people, if they don't know something as simple as, like, what kind of eggs they like, let's say they're indecisive about it, or else they say the same as me, they have no personality. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's an interesting question. I feel like I'd want to know what kind of eggs how you take your eggs.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat eggs.
There you go. I've learned something about you.
Whoo! What? Okay.
See? You thought it was a weird question, but what did I just learn?
Okay. I would ask, without it, hopefully it's not creepy. I'd be like, describe your apartment. Describe where you live.
Describe your apartment is super creepy.
It's creepy. Okay, let's pull that back then.
That's super
I would say
creepy.
describe your childhood.
Yeah. Yeah,
Describe
that's a
your
good
childhood.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We
We have one more and a bonus.
Yeah.
Because you didn't answer. We should have 2 bonuses. Cause you
Oh, there's a
didn't
bunch.
answer.
I've got one bonus that we both have to answer.
Okay.
Actually, I've got it. Okay. There's like 3 bonuses, I think. So, what's something you are self-conscious about?
My weight. I'm really self-conscious about my weight. Being bipolar, you take a lot of different medications that sometimes affect your appetite, increase it. Unfortunately, it never decreases it, but it's usually increased. And also just like when you're in the hospital, you eat a lot of carbs-based food. And I did have an episode last year. And I gained about 50 pounds, and I haven't been able to shed all of that weight. So it makes me really self-conscious sometimes. So, yeah, my weight.
Okay. For me, it's my skin. I over the last couple of years, I developed vitiligo due to stress, and my skin and my appearance is what I'm self-conscious the most about. Yeah. But we'll talk about more about that.
Yeah, for sure.
As
We'll
the episodes
definitely
go on,
dish into that.
Yeah, for sure. If you were a dictator of a small island nation, what crazy dictator stuff would you do?
I would take away everyone's birthday, so we never know how old we all are.
Is this some 1984 type stuff you're
Yeah,
pulling out?
like I would take away everyone's birthday. There would be no holidays. It would be utilitarian. It would be utilitarian society. There'd be no labels. Like I honestly, like I might do some kind of like a faction type thing, like in like what are those, the Hunger Games type of factions where there's like battles. And I wouldn't just be on the money. I'd be like, there'd be portraits, like different types of portraits of me painted like all over the walls. So they'd have to like salute every time they saw me. Like just some weird dictatorship. And I like make them listen to like old school music on like a Tuesday, just like in the middle of the afternoon. And there'd be no breaks. That's it. No breaks.
Goodness, you're hilarious.
That's just the craziest dictatorship. I wouldn't kill anyone. I wouldn't hurt anyone, I just, maybe I'd make you do something silly, like walk around all day without your pants on. I don't know. Like, just for shits and giggles.
Wow. I can't even think of anything. I thought
of that really easily.
I know. I'm
that
like,
came out that smooth. That came out smooth.
I would maybe, I'd make everyone wear jeans. I don't know. I would do something dumb. I'm gonna pass on that one too.
Oh Lord, you're passing on too many.
I
now,
know.
JR.
I know. I'm just. Well,
You're
I'm
passing
asking the
on too
questions.
many.
You should have done your homework. Anyway, I've got 3 bonus questions now. What is something that a ton of people are obsessed with, but you just don't get the point of?
Instagram.
Can I take that answer? Or do I-
Yeah, you can say social media in general. People
Yeah.
are just super obsessed with it, and I know it's a necessary evil, but I just don't get it.
Yeah, I
So-
just finished a book. Everybody Lies. Everybody Lies. Yeah, and it goes to this gentleman. He's a data scientist. So you know me, I'm a geek. I love numbers, and he's going through the stats, and he's basically saying most people on social media are miserable. And I'm like, I could agree with that. So yeah, I don't get social media. Well, I get it. I mean, it's more along the lines of keeping you engaged and locked onto this platform so you can, you know, give out your information for free and be bombarded with ads. I get the premise of it. Like, I understand the business behind it, but I just don't understand why people buy into it.
No, me neither.
But don't forget to follow us on Instagram, though.
Yeah,
DaintyDysh.
obviously. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Oh my goodness, definitely
good
follow
one, huh?
us.
That was a good one.
You can follow me on the snaps, like whatever. Like I love the Snapchat. I'm just like anti-Instagram because I don't feel like my face needs to be out there all the time. But whatever.
Okay. Second bonus. How do you get in the way of your own success?
Oh, I sabotage myself hard. Like I'm a saboteur. Like self-saboteur, I would say. The minute I sniff success coming, it's like I get a rash and I just want to like itch it and like run the other direction. I don't know. Like I'll find a way to blow it all up. Like, and it's usually something related to my mental health. Like I'll stop taking my meds or like I'll just get sick and then like I have to start all over again. But in that starting all over again, there's like a new opportunity to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then the minute I get close, like this to me, today, this podcast, doing this right now, this is success, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't run from it. Like I ran towards it. So that's a first for me. So I don't know. I would say that's how I do. I sabotage myself, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
Okay. For me, I think I just doubt myself by listening to the haters.
Oh yeah, the haters gotta hate.
But not realizing that I'm actually really talented in the things that I really pursue because I'm passionate about them and I do work hard when I really want to accomplish something, i.e. this podcast. We've worked hard to get here.
Cheers.
And so hopefully, well, no, it will be a success because hard work over talent any day. I don't think I'm that talented. I believe in your talent, but
Oh, you're so sweet.
I'm a hard worker, you know.
You're so sweet.
So yeah, that's my answer to that question. And then this is the bonus question that I want us to both answer, but let's not go into a whole story because I want it to be short and sweet.
Okay.
But best grandma moment.
Oh my gosh. Best grandma moment had to be one time when she came to our house in Ajax. They were living in Brampton still. She came to the house in Ajax and it was winter time and she was putting on her winter jacket and I was singing her because I always used to sing to her all the time because we sang to each other. You're nobody till somebody loves you. And so grandma started to sing it with me. Then she got up, and you remember she had bad knees, right? So she got up and she started kicking her legs and dancing, and we were dancing together, and we were singing the song, and she was like popping out her cane, like had her cane in the air. It was like just the best grandma moment ever.
Okay.
Like just singing and dancing with my grandma. I loved it.
You've got 2. I'll let you go twice. You got 2 grandmas.
Oh, my other best grandma moment was when my grandma, I used to call her Elaine because she was just such a crotchety old, you know, just thing, like bird of a woman. And she used to, like, from the minute I walked into the house, she used to, like, just see on me screaming about, like, my room or something else or another because we lived together, that grandma and I. And one day when I was, like, maybe, like, 14 or 15, I came in and she was at the stairs just ready to start hollering. And I just looked at her and I said, Elaine, why do you have to yell so much? Why can't you just smile? And she was so taken aback. Like, she was so shocked that I disrespectfully called her Elaine and then just, like, shut her down. So from that moment, she became Elaine to me. And that's what I called her. So that was, like, that's my other favorite grandma moment. My
Wow.
disrespectful moment with my grandma.
Well, I only got to meet our grandmother. That's my only grandparent. So my favorite moment with her was probably traveling to Brampton where she lived and spending the night and waking up the next morning and her making me this breakfast of, I think it was like 4 eggs, like half a pound of bacon and like 6 slices of toast. And she sat there with me and she's like, eat. And I was like, I can't eat all of this. But we just sat there and talked. It was one of the first times that we actually spoke. And, she said that you're going to go back to South America one day. I'm going to make sure you go back. If it's the last thing I do, you're going to see. Because I guess she noticed that my parents raised me in a way where I wasn't aware of where we came from, and the poverty and whatnot, and the struggle. So she just always wanted to make sure that I was aware of it in the back of my mind, and ultimately, on her passing, I ended up getting on a plane and going there to her funeral, and it just came full circle, and that whole experience was my best grandma moment.
Yeah, and she'll always have a special place just for me, just because she died actually on my birthday.
Yeah,
which was bitter. It's bittersweet whenever my birthday comes along. That's always a tough day for me. But Grandma, we love you wherever in the world you are, wherever your energy lies. I know it's always with us.
And I'm gonna ask you this question because I do enjoy writing secretly. But it's a secret passion. But they say that everyone has a book in them. What would your book be about?
Well, funny that you should ask me this question. I'm actually having a chapter published next year in a book called Empowering Women to Succeed. And it's about my story, about my journey, my mental health journey. I have experience with sexual assault as well as child sexual abuse. So I've written a chapter on those subjects, and I think an autobiography would definitely be in the works, sometime in the future for me.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I think that brings an end to our 21 questions.
All right.
And our first episode.
Yes, we finished our first episode.
We got it. So I'm going to tell everyone where they can reach us.
Please do tell them. And if you have any questions for us, if we didn't dig deep enough for you, we didn't dish enough on JR and Onika, and you've got something you want to know, send us a word. And JR, please tell them where they can reach us.
You can reach us at Dysh, DYSH, at DaintyDysh, DaintyDysh.com. That's our email address. You can check us out on Instagram and Facebook at DaintyDysh, DaintyDysh as well. And please rate us on iTunes, and our website is also DaintyDysh.ca.com.
Yeah.
Which one are we going with? .ca?
Well, just put in DaintyDysh.ca. You'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. Either one will work.
Either one will work. It'll be fine. We're global. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to our very first episode. Please tune in every single Wednesday, and we will give you that dish. So you guys enjoy your hump day. Ciao for now.